All right, my naysayers, welcome. If this is your first time here, welcome to the Naisha B Show. I am Naisha B. If this is not your first time, welcome back. So, as you can see, you see my little snuggle in the avatar because I'm looking like crazy bone by the head today. And I just finished working, and yeah, I just didn't foresee myself getting cute today. um, and I was like, you know what? You don't even have to get cute. You could just leave the camera off and be on your sexy podcast wave today. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna do that. Y'all know what I look like. You know what I'm saying? My other videos, I'm on camera. And of course, I'll be back eventually. But this video and maybe like the next one I do will probably be like this because, like I said, I'm looking crazy by the head and I'm not trying to waste any more time getting these videos out. So today, we will be discussing Love and Marriage Huntsville, this past Saturday's episode, which was episode 4, I believe. So this week, we open up with Tiffany being shady towards Destiny. And this is where last week's episode ended off, where Tiffany basically blasted out Kimmy. And we find out this episode that it was a reason why Kimmy was so cool, calm, and collected about not knowing because there's a lot of stuff that Kimmy doesn't know. And so for me, I kind of was thinking, maybe Kimmy, that was just a way, because we all know Kimmy cool as hell. So I was thinking, maybe that's just a way for Kimmy to, respond to these allegations type shit. But then we see this episode that Maurice really do be withholding information from Kimmy. So it's like, damn, she really was feeling like, well, I mean, I didn't really hear about that. I don't know, because she really didn't hear about that and she really didn't know. And I'm like, Maurice, do better. But anyway, so yeah, Tiffany's basically continuing on her crusade of the bullshit, and she lets us know in the confessional that she gives no damn, and she did not appreciate Destiny walking off to take a moment when she mentioned LeBaric and this alleged other woman that she met him with the first time. And I'm just like, Tiffany, bitch. First of all, you weren't even really invited. You're like a plus one, and like Evelyn Lozada said back in the day, plus ones be plus one in. So I'm trying to figure out why you came with all this smoke anyway. Like you should have been like on some chill, sitting pretty, sitting cute, eating your food type shit. Like I'm confused. Like, girl. So anyway, and then we find out that Kimmy and Destiny are now buddies. And I'm like, that's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, cool. So then we find out that Destiny got the hots for Jalen. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And so Marceau, he makes it to Texas, and Tisha greets him all sexy and whatnot. And he basically ruins the whole mood talking about business. And I'm like, see, like I told y'all before, they really bore me as a couple, but that really solidified the fact that y'all are a boring ass couple. Like, I don't know. No, well, let me stop. Let me stop because I don't know what folks, be doing in they personal business. But what I'm saying personally, if I open the door like that and we got all these damn kids and all these businesses and we got some time to ourselves and stuff, I need the only thing my husband to say is, all right, cameras, I'll see y'all later. Like, I don't like what is all of we ain't what? Like last time I checked, men were pretty one track minded anyway. So if you actually like literally throwing it at him, like it's really not hard for them to catch it. So I don't know. It could have just been acting, just, trying to, have a storyline, or, Marceau just being Marceau, difficult as he always is. Who knows? But I wasn't very impressed. Moving on. So then they also, let me see. Oh yeah, it also was awkward because Tisha mentions to Marceau about this image consultant that she's hired, and he basically wants to take it over and be like, well, I'm going to talk to her and I'm going to, set the budget, and it's like I'm there but not there. And I'm like, Marceau, go sit down somewhere. Didn't you just come in here on all this energy about how you got so much to do? Why the fuck would you want to take on something else that really don't have shit to do with you? Like, Marceau, stop. Just stop. I don't get you, Marceau. I just really just don't get you. So anyway, then Kimmy brings up, so like I said earlier, Kimmy did not know about monster vaping, and she brings this up to Marceau, all these M's, Lord, Maurice, in a scene that they have next. And Maurice says that he did definitely know about it and that he's definitely not feeling Miss Tiffany because he's like, you're basically putting my son out here like he's some deviant or some shit. And I don't really appreciate that. And I'm like, okay, I feel you, Marcel. I wouldn't appreciate that shit either. But what I don't appreciate about you is the fact that you have a whole wife you laying up next to and you basically keeping secrets about a child she fucking feeding. I don't appreciate that. Because if that little nigga living in your household and he's 13 and just turned 13, you best believe that when she in there cooking, because she do be cooking, because I do be seeing it on Instagram and it do be looking good, I'm sure that monster got a plate. Okay? I'm sure she's paying bills around that house, being the Aquarius woman that she is. So I bet you when she flicked that light on, that what's the nigga name? Monster is being lit up. I bet you when he opened up the refrigerator, it's food in it. You see what I'm saying? So I really don't like your nerve, Maurice, about feeling like you can exclude her from certain things. And then you want to sit up here and be like, well, it was just between me and Monster and how we're gonna handle it. But I told Kiowa. Well, if it was just between you and Monster, why the fuck Kiowa gotta know? Yeah, that's his mom and stuff like that, but so the fuck is Kimmy at this point. I'm just saying, y'all want women and men, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it's the other shoes on the other foot. But in this situation, it's a woman with Kimmy. You want Kimmy to sit up here and be a bonus mom, include her into his life, into her life and her son's life, and y'all be a big happy family and give a fuck about him and his feelings and his future. But then when it comes to actually helping shape that, now she gotta sit on the side of the FaceTime. We ain't forgot about that shit a couple episodes ago. You on the phone with Kaya and shit, and then Kimmy gotta introduce herself. You need to get your shit together, Maurice. And I think I told you that before. Get it together. So anyway, Kimmy, which is what I feel really sad about, because Kimmy is like literally my favorite on the show. I think she's a fan favorite. I think everyone loves Kimmy. But I just feel like I see a more demure Kimmy this season. I feel Kimmy, I don't know, Kimmy just feels kind of defeated to me this season. It just even in her responses, I feel like when we initially met her and Maurice, that she was a little more firm with her commentary when it came to him. Now, she's definitely still vocal about how she feels, but at the same time, I feel like she handles him with kid gloves. And I do feel that maybe it may be something going on that we don't know about, because Maurice does seem a little strung out right now. But at the same time, I just feel like the Kimmy that I'm used to seeing is like, no, this is what it is, period. This Kimmy is more so, okay, whatever you say, and they'll make like a passive aggressive remark, you know what I'm saying, to let you know you're not getting away with it, but okay, you got it. And it's like, on one hand, I respect it, because you pick your battles and everything doesn't have to be a knockdown drag out. But at the same time, I also feel like Maurice is getting the pleasure of feeling like he's winning in these situations. And again, you're a married couple and it's not about winning. You guys are a team. But my point in saying that is, I feel like that's kind of the nature of these arguments I'm seeing with you guys. It's like Maurice, just like he does with everyone, is trying to prove his point, and what he says goes. And so then he's just, when it comes to you guys' disagreements, he just gets to, feel like what he says goes. And I don't feel like that's right, especially when it comes to this situation with your bonus child that you love like your own. I don't feel like you should be in a position to be on the back burner, yet be on the battlefield. And we will get to that later. Let me talk about some other stuff, because I got to finish with Maurice at this too. Because see, Maurice, I used to really like you. You and Kimmy were like my favorite couple. Now it's like Kimmy starting to be my favorite person, and then you just happen to be her husband. But we're gonna get to that later. So anyway, Tisha and Marceau, they meet with Marceau's aunt and uncle at a restaurant where they're in Texas. And I'm assuming that the uncle is, I guess he designed their home on Scott Manor or whatever. And they make it very clear that they do not want Kimmy and Maurice to know their floor plans and blah blah blah, because Maurice is going to try to steal it. And I'm like, oh my god, like y'all are like them in y'all 40s and up, and y'all worried about floor plans and who child. Okay, whatever. Again, boring couple on the show. So anyway, Jalen and Kimmy are at Jalen's new condo, and I'm like, okay, Jalen, go Jalen, hey, hey. And so, he and Kimmy are going to get it renovated. However, Jalen is expressing the fact that he feels overworked and underappreciated at Black, and Kimmy agrees. Kimmy's like, honestly, I feel like they set you up for failure. I feel like you didn't get trained properly. I feel like they should have had more qualified people in your position to teach you how to be in that position instead of just throwing you to the wolves. And I'm like, well, at least it ain't just me, because I'm trying to figure out how the fuck y'all actually opened up a business and got this far in business, and y'all just now finding that out. Like all the business associates and plans and lawyers and accountants, all these people that you've come across. Nobody told y'all at no time, your manager might want to be somebody with experience. Hell, Marceau, your wife told you y'all needed a manager with more experience. But I guess because she has a vagina, it didn't matter, because you definitely give me misogynistic tease, Marceau. Yes, you do. So anyway, Kimmy brings up the fact that Destiny had a little, chuckle when it came to Jalen, because she has, a little crush on him or whatever. And Jalen's like, nah, she's not my type, but they call me the cougar tamer. I fell the fuck out. I'm like, no, Jalen did not say that they call him the cougar tamer. And then production petty ass gonna do the like the cougar sound. I was like, you know what? Out of the whole show, that had to be the funniest part. Like, that was pretty funny. And Kimmy did not find it funny. I surely did, though. So then we have the little Love and Marriage Huntsville and Ready to Love mashup. We see Miss Kyra. We see what's the girl, the light skinned chick, one of the freaking fracks. Well, actually, both of the freaking fracks. Chrysanthemum and Stacy. See them. We see the back of KJ Smooth. And I think like a couple people that got eliminated really early, so I didn't really know who they were. But yeah, it was cute. Like, oh, okay, I see how y'all did that. And all these names, Lord. Tisha, she pulls, well, not necessarily pull them at that moment, but she basically goes over and creates a diversion, to Marceau from the, I guess, little small combo he was having with Kyra. And then they end up on the balcony, and she tells him that, she just felt like the girl in the red dress, who was Kyra, was pushing up on him. And I was like, damn, Kyra got that juice. Like, Kyra was the shit on her show and on this show. Like, okay, Kyra, I'm not mad at you and that wig you wear every day, but you the shit though. So anyway, and of course, with editing, they always got to chop up stuff. So I'm not sure if Marceau's yet again passive aggressiveness contributed to Letitia's tears that we saw, or it was something we missed and they just kind of put it together. I don't know. But like my girl, who was I watching? Was it Misha, in my opinion? Was it her? I think it was. I think it was Misha, in my opinion, who actually kind of inspired me to do this as like how I'm doing it today, the kind of podcast thing, because she be tripping me out. And like, she kind of, it's not like this where it's just an avatar. It's kind of like this random, I don't know, but her name is Misha, IMO. Check her out. She's hilarious. She reviews shows too. But anyway, I think that she was the one that said that she could understand where Tisha's tears were coming from, because when you're a wife and your husband basically doesn't pay you any attention and everything else is more important than you, and you feel like you have to fight for everything when it comes to him, you are uber sensitive about things like that. And I was like, damn, that's really sad. It made me think of that Her song. And see, I can't sing, so I ain't gonna sing it, but it's that Focus on Me song. And I remember telling my ex-boyfriend, like, when I first heard that song, like, I would just feel so sad if I felt that way. Like, I would really, and he didn't make me feel that way, but it was just like he put me on her. Like he was on her before her got popular. And I remember, like, when that song came out, we was listening to it, and I'm like, that's just gotta be a really sad way to feel. And so it made me think about that. And I'm like, damn, That's really sad. Like, you guys are college educated. You got a couple of masters. Y'all are sororities, fraternities. Y'all married, got family, got kids, building a home, got businesses. Y'all out here franchising. Y'all got chocolate in a bottle and shit. And like, all you really want is your husband to focus on you. Like, damn, that's sad as fuck. Like, y'all know I'm deep, So anyway, so then we end back up with Kimmy and Maurice, and they are waiting on Zeb, I think. I don't know. That's a shame when you can't read your own handwriting. But Kiowa and her husband are supposed to be meeting up with Kimmy and Maurice to discuss, co-parenting matters and whatnot when it comes to Monster. Because as we know, Monster has recently moved to Huntsville. He hasn't been down there super long, so they're still trying to, get adjusted and whatnot. So let me tell y'all, I was like, no, this Popeye motherfucker didn't. And forgive me, Lord, because I don't like to talk about folks because that ain't my thing, and all your children are beautiful. But in this moment, use a Popeye motherfucker, Maurice, because I'm trying to figure out why. As I said in the beginning of this video, it is okay to exclude Kimmy from matters of your child with Kiowa, i.e. Monster, whenever you feel like doing so. And she's still expected to love and treat him as her own. However, when your ex-wife and her new husband are late to the co-parenting meeting that you scheduled, you have the nerve, the gall, the nuts, the balls, the whatever y'all want to use, you have that to leave your wife. The wife that we watched you marry on a fucking boat last season of the end of the season before that, I don't fucking know, but it wasn't that long ago, and it's your wife because we saw it happen. You gonna leave her to basically fight your battle? Didn't she and Kiowa just get cool? So you gonna sit up here and leave her with Kiowa and Kiowa's husband, Kiowa's backup, Kiowa's teammate, Kiowa's partner? So basically, not only, because it would have been awkward if it was just she and Kiowa, but it would have made a tad bit more sense. But it's her and her new husband and just Kimmy by herself while you gonna meet with an attorney. Why the fuck would you even make that appointment on the same day? You're supposed to be so on a time schedule and you know everything and you know how to do everything and tell everybody else how to do everything. You don't know how to schedule shit better. You don't know that these type of things happen. You don't know that they may have been late. You don't know that should be a day where you schedule whatever else it is you need to do on the opposite end of the day because you don't know how this situation gonna go. Like, come on. And I don't know if it's like a Scott thing, because see, the thing is, I used to wonder what was up with Marceau, because you used to seem just real cool and you was just easygoing and respectful of Kimmy, and it seemed like, you held her to a high esteem and all of these things. And Marceau did not. But it's like now, this season, you really do seem like Marceau's little brother, to be completely honest. And I'm just like, wow, I'm really disappointed. And I'm really hoping, because the show ended with to be continued when you left Kimmy with the leftovers, as she said, and Kiowa and her husband showed up. I really hope that it went well, because if it did not, I'm going to be real mad at you, Maurice. I really am. So anyway, y'all, that's it. I appreciate y'all watching. Again, I hope y'all like my little podcast format. Y'all get to look at my little snuggle this episode. That's her little Christmas sweater. Yeah. So so that's this episode. I'll see y'all guys in the next one. It's been real. Toodles.